Today we're in a 2013 Volvo S60 R design. Now what's the difference between the regular S60 and the R? Well, to start, Volvo gave it a complete body workover. They put way more aggressive bumpers in the front. You have an aggressive rear diffuser with dual exhaust, and this particular one is wrapped in this beautiful Rebel blue paint, or I like to call it Polestar blue. As you know, Polestar is a racing division that has recently partnered up with Volvo to create a lot of their newer performance line of vehicles. Now this S60R design has 325 horsepower and 354 foot-pounds of torque. And most of that torque comes down real low with no real turbo lag. Going uphill, it just pulls so much torque. I love it. Look, halfway through I'm flooring it. No full traction control and it grips. No wheel spin and it moves. No cutting out, nothing. I love this car. For $43,000, there is nothing on the market that can touch it. Nothing. You don't even need the navigation. Don't get all the bits and pieces. If you want it, get it. The navigation is not that great. It's average. You can use your cell phone to navigate anywhere you want. It'll be just fine. This car, even at base level at $43,000, is probably the best car for the money. If you're a motorsports guy, if you're geared like I am for fast cars, this is the car for you, and get it in Rebel Blue. It is gorgeous. Now my only gripe about the S60R is that it comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission. They call it Geartronic. It is a standard slush box, so it's just like any other standard automatic transmission. And I think that is sort of an Achilles heel for this car, although you wouldn't notice, but when you're really in the twisties pushing the car hard, it does come out at you and say, hey, I need to shift a little bit quicker, I need to stay a little bit longer in the power band. The one great thing Volvo did with the R is that it gave it standard all-wheel drive. Now you have all four wheels spinning with all that torque. And remember, this car produces torque at a very low RPM. So when you're at the red light or you're going through some twisties and you get on the gas, you don't want to just sit there and spin tires. You're wasting time. You want to just really dig in and go, and this car does that. It also has torque vectoring, which means it sends the power to the wheels that need it through the corner. So if you're making a left turn, it sends the power out to the right wheels. And what that does is it rotates the car over and almost eliminates understeer. Now this car is still a street car, it's still comfortable, and although it does have an updated sport suspension, it does have minimal understeer at the maximum level. Now Volvo equipped the S60R with electric power steering. And as you know, a lot of people hate that because apparently it doesn't translate enough road feel to the steering. And I mean, you've heard it over and over and over again. Well, in this case, I think Volvo did a really good job. You have three modes. You have light, medium, and heavy. I personally set it at heavy because the heavy is just sporty. It gives the car a good feel. Some people set it at light or medium. That's really your personal taste. For me, heavy works, and it really does translate a lot of road feel directly in. Right now we're in sport mode, and what sport mode does is it sharpens the throttle of the car. It also gives you the ability to shift plus and minus through gears and whatnot. Now the great thing about the sport mode is that it's fairly intuitive. You get on the gas and it's gonna move. Now the S60R comes with upgraded suspension. And what that does is basically give you monotube rear dampers. You get shorter springs, higher spring rates, and a lower car, and the car just handles incredibly well. Whether it be you flying through the corners like these twisties here, or at the racetrack, it really improves the car. Volvo also did a great job with the interior. The seats are really grippy. I mean, you sit inside, it's comfortable, yet it's got side bolsters that just hold you in and they hug you. The leather in here is just amazing too. It's got the contrast stitching over the black. It also has these beautiful metal inlays all throughout the cabin, whether it be on the door to the center console. It's really well sorted out, and this shift knob here actually is lit up by an LED through plastic, and it basically lights up everything within the ship knob. You know, park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then all the S-tronic or Geartronic. Now I have traction control on, and you know what? You don't even need to turn it off. It doesn't even hiccup. There is so much grip coming through the four wheels that the car is absolutely steady. No weirdness, it just moves. The car doesn't slide at all, even full throttle. It's got full grip. I love that. I love cars that you can drive with traction control on and not even a single light blinks. This doesn't feel like a 3,800 pound car. This feels like a 3,100 pound car. No tire squeak, nothing. It just grips and goes. And the car just brakes so steady, no weirdness. Your steering wheel stays straight, the rear end isn't sliding out, it will just stop on a dime. Most cars you want to turn the AC off because you want to get every single ounce of horsepower from the wheels. But this car doesn't even need it. You just leave it on and enjoy, and you've got all the power in the world. To sum it all up, if you want a luxury sports car with more than enough power, grip, and fun factor, then this car should be on your shopping list. Aside from the lack of paddle shifters, this car will put a smile on your face for years to come. Not only because of its performance, but also because you spent way less than your friends did.